Well, hi, welcome back to more of Out of the Blue. I'm Bob Pondillo, a professor of mass communication over at Middle Tennessee State University's College of Mass Communication. And I've got a couple of guests I'd like you to meet today. Andrew Oppmann is here, the Associate Vice President of Marketing and Communication here at MTSU, and Ruble, the Senior Editor of University Publications and editor of this magazine, perhaps you've seen it, the MTSU magazine. An awesome publication, by the way. And if you're an alumni, you certainly have one of these. I know faculty get them as well. And we want to find out, this has really seen its kind of last legs, haven't it? Print publications are on the way out. Let me start with Andrew first. What are we doing here? We're changing things, apparently.
We are changing, but you know, one of the things that's exciting, it's not that print is dead necessarily, it is that premium print is becoming more valued. Mm-hmm. And the reason why we're moving to a magazine as a premium source of communication is that people like storytelling. They like the depth journalism that a magazine can provide, but the immediacy of print seems to be leaning towards a digital format. I'm an old print guy. I came from newspapers, so I'll always value newspapers, and I do think they have an audience, but the university is seeing the investment towards a magazine as a premium content delivery in print, and then other news and information in a more immediate form on the websites.
Sure, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Like you, like perhaps many of us, at least us older folks anyway, grew up with the magazines, paper magazines, printing and what have you. But things are changing and changing rapidly, and so it's time to change as well, apparently. And so, what are you going to do about this, Drew? How are you going to? How is it possible to put a magazine that has 48 pages, printed, on a website, and I suppose that's where we're going with this, right?
We are. The magazine has a companion website where you'll not only get features that you see in print, but you'll have additional content on a weekly basis. So we're creating yet an additional destination for people who are interested in longer form journalism, more analysis-driven, feature-driven, profile-driven articles that will complement, as Andrew mentioned, the news and public affairs effort to become a more digital, real-time news service with all that we have going on at MTSU. Wow. But the 3 times per year edition of the magazine we think is just the right frequency to deliver to our alumni base, to our faculty base, to the community in terms of the real compelling stories that are going on here at MTSU, and we're filling in the in between with a more active digital website that will give people on a daily basis what they need to know about MTSU.
So many then, not only this publication, but many of the publications here at the university are, I guess, being repositioned. How's that? Or shutting down. You're no longer going to be printing stuff, right?
Well, reposition's the right word.
Yes,
I mean, the magazine, to be clear, the magazine will come out 3 times a year. It is direct mail to alumni and friends of the university, and again, that's going to be our premium print product. But we also have sunsetting, probably another one of those words, 2 print newspaper products that are going to be moving to digital. The Record, which is the the faculty and staff publication, comes out twice a month on campus. It's going to become home on the web at mtsunews.com. So a more immediate, real-time delivery of news and information for the university. The Alumni Record, which was a newspaper that was mailed to alumni, it is being replaced by MTSU Magazine. So the idea is to give our alumni base a more premium product, a more exclusive product, something that really tells the story in a more elaborate way of the university through the magazine,
Sure.
and to really replace the newsprint products with something that's more immediate through our digital delivery.
So just let me get this right. This will continue? The
Oh yes,
magazine
that
will
just,
Oh,
we're celebrating
okay.
its brand new launch. Matter of fact,
it's a lovely magazine.
Thank
That's
you
why.
so much.
Really
It's, yeah,
glossy and
yeah,
great.
it had been dormant since 2009. So Drew's arrival as university editor really restores the magazine to its place in our communication arsenal.
Yeah, sure. That kind of makes sense. It's a great magazine, and I felt bad if it was going to be going away.
Oh, it's there.
Just to go to the mailbox and find it in there, I think it's kind of essential. Plus, maybe what's in here could drive people to the website, to get people to, you know, faculty and alumni and stuff to go to the website and check things out. How are you going to do that? How are you going to get people to know things have changed? There's got to be a way to get the word out, right?
Well, we've certainly used the first edition to get the word out about the strategy, what we're doing to drive people to the website. I think you're going to begin to see more collaboration between this program, our television news magazine program Out of the Blue, and the print magazine. And it's a period of informing the audience of what we're doing, but we think that they'll get the drift quickly and begin to follow us in these new mediums.
I agree, and I think there's a lot you can do, so much more you can do when you're, you know, on the internet, as it were. I mean, how about live pictures? How about moving interviews and what have you? Or
Absolutely.
take the camera out to the site or what have you.
Right. The reality is that to bring out this magazine 3 times a year, we think is the proper frequency for our audience. But that's not enough content space for me. There are many more stories than that happening at MTSU that need to be told. And so we would encourage people to check out the website, the companion website for the magazine. You will see video. You will see online exclusive content. You will see slideshows. So all the things that you're mentioning, you will be seeing as a companion to this print product.
That's great. I think it's very exciting, and people love that kind of stuff now. We're so attuned to going to the internet for just about anything we need these days. The only thing is you just got to let them know where it is, and then they'll find it. You know, they'll be there for it.
Oh, that's really true. And Bob, and you know this well, it's also different audiences like to be communicated with in different ways. I mean, there is a very valuable print audience out there still, and they prefer that medium, and the magazine's targeted to that. We of course, are working with our partners at newspapers across Middle Tennessee. We'll get our word out through them, of course. But also, we recognize, like you said, that digital delivery, the immediacy, and the ability to go beyond just a limited amount of space that you might find in print, to offer rich content like video and audio, that's a real opportunity for us. We have your program, we have all these amazing resources that allow us to tell stories in so many different ways. So the idea is to really figure out a way to get the message to you in the way you want to consume it, and hopefully a lot faster and a lot clearer.
It's a great idea. Now, are other universities moving this way as well?
Oh,
I
yes.
assume, I guess.
Oh, yes. You know, we surveyed our alumni and asked them how do they wish to be communicated with from the university. We received an overwhelmingly powerful message back from them that said we want a magazine. But we also asked other universities, did they ask their alumni base in the same way? And they said absolutely. They wanted a magazine because it's an emotional connection. But they also wanted that immediacy of, I want to know what's happening right now so that I can either make a decision to help the university know what's going on so that I'm aware of things. So the combination we think is going to be the most effective.
And honestly, Bob, it's a reflection of what's happening in mainstream media as well. I mean, in this day and age of high print costs and postage, you've seen a drop in frequency of print product and an enhancement of what organizations are doing digitally. And the rule of the road is if you're going to go to the expense of print and postage, you're going to do something that's of a premium quality with graphics and photography and analysis, feature level content. That's the kind of publication that you'll put on the street in a print way. The rest of it, people increasingly accustomed to getting that digitally and happy to receive it there. So we're really mirroring societal trends in mainstream media.
Well, the times are changing, that's for sure. We appreciate the fact that you're here helping it, sort of the midwives to this change, as it were. And we thank you for coming by. Andrew Oppmann, the Associate Vice President of Marketing Communication, and Drew Ruble, our editor of MTSU Magazine and Senior Editor for University Publications. Thank you both for coming today. Exciting things ahead. And we'll have more in just a moment. Stay with us.
We started in 1911 with a clear mission to train Tennessee's best teachers. For the last 100 years, Middle Tennessee State University has carried out that mission and so much more. Nationally recognized as an affordable quality university, the #1 choice of undergraduates in Tennessee. As we celebrate our centennial, we look with pride at the past. We look forward to the future. Check out why we're Tennessee's best.